Kia ora YouTube, welcome back. Today we're looking at some of the earphone cases available from KZ. There are around 5 types or kinds of cases from KZ, but I only purchased 4 of them with a few extras to showcase the colours between all of them. I picked these all up from AliExpress on the KZ promo discount store, which is not the same as the KZ official store. The main difference was that the KZ official store sells them cheap for around $1 to $3 New Zealand, but with $6 to $10 shipping, while the KZ promo discount store sells them for around $3 to $6 with free shipping. So that's the main difference. So naturally I cheaped out and went for the cheaper option. As you can see from the video, they come in a variety of sizes, colors, textures, and material and designs. I'll go through each one, starting with the carbon fiber looking one, which is advertised as a high-end storage case. Immediately it feels quite nice and a good quality, but it's also the smallest case out of all of them. When you open the case, there's a small elastic compartment to place spare earbuds or the cable. The case flexes a bit with pressure, but feels sturdy enough for minor protection. However, if you put the case in your back pocket and happen to sit down, it's going to crush whatever's inside the case. I was able to place a set of the largest earphones that I currently own from KZ and a silver upgrade cable. There's a tiny amount of room for spare earbuds, but after closing the case with the contents inside, I can tell it's very tight fit and I'd really be pushing it to try and fit more in. It's a nice case, feels good, but I think it's too small. Next up is the EVA Zipper Case, which comes in 2 colors, black and silver. The case has a bit more flex to it compared to the previous one, but still feels like it offers some protection, keeping your earphones relatively safe. It's a very small difference in the camera, but up close and in person, it's very obvious the EVA cases are bigger. They're a bit thicker as well, which will house contents with a little bit more room. The inside has a small elastic compartment to place cables and earbuds. And after placing the same contents inside, it's clear this case has far more room than the first one. I was able to place some spare ear tips in with it, and once I had closed the case, I could feel that there was still some more additional space inside. So far this case looks great and has more practicality. I have better use for this one just because of the additional room. Next up is the ABS Resin waterproof case. They come in 4 colors, with blue, green and red being slightly translucent, and the black one being a solid color. When comparing them to the EVA Zipper Case, they are almost the same size, but the EVA is still slightly bigger. The latch on the waterproof case that keeps the lid closed is fairly weak. It doesn't take much to flick it open. Inside there's a soft foam interior which can be removed, but I think I'm going to keep mine in for now. The earphones sit nicely with enough room to place additional ear tips, and because of the depth of the case you can easily place a cable inside as well, but sadly no elastic compartment to secure it. The case does not flex at all, so there's that reassurance your earbuds will be safer inside these ones. However, I do wish the latch was a bit stronger so that you can't accidentally open the case and have your contents fall out. And just make sure when you close the lid that you don't have the cable sticking out, which could get pinched by the edges and damage the cable. It's a sturdy case that I'd comfortably use, but I'm not going to test how waterproof this is because I'm not planning on keeping my earphones near water when I'm on stage or storing them. Last on the list is a plain black soft PU case. Size comparison shows it's similar size to the hard case, although slightly thinner in depth and a tad smaller compared to the EVA case. It definitely has that fake leather feel to it. Smooth to the touch, but does strike me as a cheap material. To my surprise, KZ had supplied me with some additional ear tips for free. Good on you, KZ. I do appreciate this sort of gesture, but I'm still waiting on a replacement cable for the faulty one I received with my ZS10 Pro earphones. From the looks of the pack, I have red, black, blue and grey foam ear tips. Not sure about the sizing, but I'll check them out some other time or just keep them as spare ones for now. This case also has a small elastic compartment to store ear tips or cables, and right away I can see and feel some poor quality and assembly of the case. The internal stitching appears to be very thin and not very well attached. I can place a pair of my largest earphones, cable, and a few spare ear tips. The case closes and holds them well, but does feel like it's at its content capacity. There's some flex in the case, which means I could fit some more, or that the case will only offer some protection to the contents inside. This case looks and feels decent enough while being able to hold all the necessary bits and pieces for your earphones or in-ear monitors. Overall, I really like the cases that came with the small elastic compartment. It just made it easier to separate the contents out and store them without things getting tangled up. If I had to choose one and only one, my favourite would have to be the silver EVA Zipper Case. It just had the most room to work with, it felt nice, looked great for my preference, and the zipper felt secure and sturdy. In second place, I'd say the hard case would be my choice. Even though it doesn't come with the elastic compartment, it's deep enough to hold everything inside, comes in 4 colours, and is sturdy enough than the others. In third place, I'd have to say is the fake leather soft case. It has the elastic compartment inside and houses all the necessary bits, but feels cheap and easily breakable. And in last place, I'd have to say the carbon fibre looking case. Yes, it has a better, sturdier feel than the soft case, but it's too small and impractical for what you would need it for. I'll probably only use it to store spare cables or maybe just a collection of ear tips. I hope this was helpful for you to see before buying a set for yourself. Let me know which one you liked or prefer, and thanks for watching. Ka kite.